Hello and welcome again mga ka-Blue Shirts sa ating episode 9 ng Kwentong Blue Shirt Podcast. So today, ang pag-uusapan natin ay tungkol sa pagiging isang student entrepreneur. So kasama natin ngayon ang ating special guest na si Mary Francine. So siya ay isang student entrepreneur. So I think this topic is very important, no? Lalo na sa mga students there na nagpa-plan ng kanilang business. Yes, so if you're planning that, this podcast is for you. Okay? So, Mary, gusto mo bang i-introduce yung sarili mo and mention mo rin kung ano yung business na pinapatakbo mo at the moment?
Hi, Miss Eunice. Thank you. So, I'm glad to be here, Bruno, doing this podcast. And it's very important kasi it's good to inspire people then who are planning to do business, especially students. And, of course, motivate them to push this since very emerging ang ating this industry ngayon.
Yes. Also, I think helpful din to lalo na kung ikaw yung nagpapaaral sa sarili mo, so if you want an extra income. Ayan. So, ano kaya yung tawag ito, nag-inspire sa'yo para simulan yung business na to?
So yeah, introducing nga pala my business is a dorm-based or home-based coffee shop called Bariska. You can check them out on Instagram. Promote ko na rin at Bariska_PH if you guys want to check it out. And so yeah, kwento ko na lang din how it started. Kasi this was a group work immersion project namin nung grade 12 ako. Nung ABM student kami kasi nung sa subject namin na business simulation, sabi, yun daw yung magiging work immersion namin. So, our group planned na parang coffee shop yung since mailing kami doon. And from there, parang emerging na rin yung industry na coffee industry.
Shop.
Yeah. And yeah, so meron kaming iced coffee, like coffee jelly, and churros din. And na-assign ako dun sa coffee shop. Sa pagiging barista and making drinks. So, yan, I was the head of operations on that. And from there, mas nag-grew yung passion ko and interest ko sa coffee. Kaya, after nung work immersion namin na yun, it was a success, of course. And sabi ko sa groupmates ko, if pwede na, i-continue ko yung business. And I did, because of their support and love from people. Yun po. So yeah, I continued it and I tried it sa college nung first year. And yeah, gusto ng mga dormmates ko. So, before second year, naisipan ko i-rebrand ko siya into my own.
Okay.
Kasi nung grade 12, iba pa yung name niya nun eh. Medyo funny nga eh. If you
do you want to share?
Yeah, bin chilling. If you know the reference po.
I'm not just quite sure.
Well, na-mention po to ni Miss Hazel kanina. Since di ba kanina nag-Chinese siya?
Oh, okay.
The meme, yung bin chilling.
Okay. The one with,
trending kasi siya
person.
dati.
Okay.
Noong 2023. Tapos sabi namin, what if bin chilling? Ganon, the meme. Kasi, memers kami. So, ayun yung inspiration niya. Para funny, di ba? Parang, wow, funny ng name yung bibili ako.
Patok sa tao, familiar na. Apa.
Then, naisipan ko, syempre, personality. Witty ako eh. Kaya sabi ko, gusto ko witty name pa rin. And, as an iska, I study in UP, di ba? Tapos, barista. So, iska na barista. Barista.
Oh, okay, so, very interesting.
Alam na, ko lang na hindi pala agad na gagets ng tao na yun yung origin ng name. Kaya pala barista, kasi barista na iska. So yeah, I started from there, a new name. Then, made a new logo and new accounts. So from that, doon ko rin mas lalong na gustuhan yung business kasi I learned it from scratch talaga by building an own business. So yeah, why I still do it? Because it's fun talaga. The way I interact with the customers, pag pagka-inom nila ng drink, ay before they even drink it, like, titingnan pa lang nila yung presentation, na nagaganda na nila, like, wow, tapos pipicturean nila, tapos post nila, like, without, commanding them to. Nakakataba ng puso, di ba?
Yes.
So, yun, tapos titikman nila, wow, ang sarap, di ba? That really boost me, as a barista.
Ayan, so, yung business mo, it's been running na rin for quite some time, no? Since grade 12 ka pa nga nun. Since nag-aaral ka, and at the same time, meron kang business, paano mo kaya minamanage yung time mo between your business and dun sa mga schoolworks mo din?
So I created a system po na pre-order form. So, bale, mag-order muna sila dun sa G-Forms, send nila yung order nila, then, may schedule doon kung ano yung pipiliin nilang schedule na I catered it na available time din sa akin to do their drink. So, yeah, kung essential siya lalo na kung kung delivery, since I also do delivery on campus. I deliver the drinks, their orders on campus, and mas doon siya nagagamit. Kaso, on reality, dahil mostly mga customers ko is mga dormmates ko, hindi nila masyado nagagamit yung pre-order form, no? Like, kakatok lang sila sa room sa akin na,
tama
like,
naman.
Pwede bang bumili? Minsan nga, di na respectful, like, bili ako ng ganito. Pero like, namamanage ko siya, of course, like, banter lang naman namin yun. Mamanage ko siya, syempre kasi, understanding din yung dormmates ko, yeah. Na like, nag-a-adjust sila sa time ko and sa availability, and we meet halfway. So, with that, how I meet my relationship with customers and their orders halfway, that's how I meet also my school and business arrangements halfway then. Okay. And of course, like, school being the top priority po.
Tama naman. Okay, so dapat inuuna pa rin natin talaga yung pag-aaral. Okay, so as ko din, ano naman yung mga sacrifices na kinailangan mong gawin since binabalance mo nga yung time mo between sa schoolworks and sa business mo. And actually, you're also, nabanggit mo na rin na scholar ng bayan. So, may minemaintain tayong grade, tama ba?
Wala naman po.
Wala naman. Okay, sama mo yun. Okay. So, sige, go on. Ano yung mga sacrifices na kinailangan mong gawin?
For this business po? Well, actually, to be honest, di naman po kasi nakarely yung financial, ko po, on this business. So, more on the passion project and freelance ko lang siya. And actually, ko siya binabawasan ng pera. Like, pinapaikot ko lang siya para, for capital and maybe even bigger investment in the future. Manifesting cafe.
Yes.
So, yeah, about regarding sa, ano po yun? Like, sacrifices. Yeah, more on, like, siguro less time with it. Like, I cannot continuously expand it. Kasi may limitations ako being a student. Yeah, yun po mostly.
Okay, so time management is the key talaga in managing business. Ayan. So, ano naman kaya yung mga learnings mo nung habang ginagawa mo tong businesses na to? Ano yung mga proudest moments mo, no? And also yung mga failures din na na-encounter mo?
Teka po, parang dami ng tanong.
Sagutin mo lahat yun.
Learnings. Proudest moments. I will go first with proudest moment kasi I would really like to share na yung stall experience ko, which I'm really happy with. Kasi, di ba nga po na mention ko na dorm-based siya or home-based, so ginagawa ko lang siya at our home or at our dormitory. And wala masyadong like live experience with customers na okay, gawin talaga, set up talaga. And when I got the chance to do it, I was really happy and I really enjoyed it kahit full day, like full day 8 hours ko siyang ginawa.
So, saan yung first stall mo?
So, it was with an org and kasi may sila nun, like, flea market silang event, and they tapped me in to be a merchant. Actually, nga po yun sobrang last minute. Since the event is like the next day, like 8 a.m. ang setup time. Do you know what the time they tap me in po? Do you wanna guess? 10 p.m.
So, and then the next day, oh my gosh.
Kasi may nag-back out po na merchant nila. And yeah, I was there to save them.
Okay.
I was the hero. I was the hero of the story, yes. Pero like, yeah, like I grabbed the opportunity na rin kasi I was really eager to do it for a very long time na rin. And hindi ko po yun pinagsisihan. Actually, naginawa ko siya. Yeah.
Tama naman.
And maraming sales. That's the best part.
Yes.
To be honest, that's the best part.
So, meron ba tayong range ng amount kung gaano karami yung sales na yan?
Mga naka 40 cups po ako doon. Like, and that's not very common for a dorm base.
And you're working alone?
I asked my friends to help
I thought you were working alone, tas 40 cups.
May assistant na nag-handle ng cashier. Pero yung orders talaga, solely by me talaga po. Siyempre, may tamang nun. And kahit sundin niyo yung steps, minsan di talaga nakukuha yung lasa po eh. Yeah, so yeah. And I just want to mention yung parang how I developed the relationship with the customers and the organizers. That's very fulfilling po for my end.
Kung meron kang failures, kung wala naman, okay lang din.
Wala po.
Wala. Okay. Sige, let's close that.
Actually, wala po. Kasi parang, wala pa naman akong like, investment na nag-fail, ganon. Pero siguro, masabi ko na like mga, yung R&D process, it's gonna be, it was hard. It was hard din kahit minsan pineflex ko na, like, 3 try ko lang yan. Minsan, natanong ako ng prof ko, gano'ng katagal R&D mo yan? 1 week lang, sir. Like, nakuha ko na rin yung timpla. Like, gano'n.
Ilang variety ba ng coffee sim available?
Yeah, good question po. Kasi, in my menu, I already have like 13 flavors.
Ang dami.
Yeah. Kasi, ang naman po dyan, ang dami nilang nire-request. Wala bang ganito? Gusto ko rin ng ganito.
So, you have to learn those. Okay.
Ang drawback lang po doon, ang ingredients, ang daming nasa stock na ingredients. So, like, beware po sa mga cafe owners dyan. And like business owners, meron tayong tinatawag na, ano tawag doon? Warehouse cost. That's lesson for you. Warehouse cost, kasi pag marami kang in-stock tapos hindi nagagamit, parang yung capital mo doon, imbis na umiikot siya sa business mo.
Na-stock na siya. Tama na. So, yeah, take note of that sa ating mga future student entrepreneurs na gusto rin subukan yung business ni Mary. Ayan. So, how about yung mga financial lessons? Kasi syempre, nagmamanage ka ng pera dito, nabanggit mo, pinapaikot mo yung pera, no? So, would you like to share like some tips din kung paano mamamanage yung capital and also yung income na pumapasok for them?
Financial lessons, yun nga yung nabanggit ko, like may warehouse cost na like we should take note of that. Pero alam niyo, kung hindi naman napapanis yung ingredient, go lang.
That's okay.
Yeah, go lang. Lalo na, I tend to hoard, lalo na kapag sale yung ingredient na yun. Like, sobrang bagsak presyo. Minsan, twice or thrice yung binibili ko.
Sayang
lalo
din.
Na kapag, alam ko naman mabebenta ko in the future. Yeah, and other than that, don't forget to explore lang, diba? Don't forget to try. Kasi, it's okay to fail nga, diba? At the start pa lang, rather than regret it in the end, diba?
Yes.
Very quotable. Very quotable nun.
Sige, ilalagay natin yung sa caption natin. Okay? So, siguro no, to wrap up yung ating podcast, meron ka pa kayang mga other tips na gusto mong ibigay sa mga students natin na gusto ring mag-try na mag-start ng mga sarili na lang businesses while they're still studying?
I am highly suggesting that you go try it. Very encouraged you to do it because madali lang naman mag-start ng business diba? Like, sabi nga nila, diba? One day or day one. Diba? So, let this
Another quotable.
Thank you.
Okay.
Sana mag-trend. Yeah, so, like, don't stop wishing for your one day and start this as your day one, diba? And, yeah, as long as you have the family and friends and very accessible na yung information ngayon, lalo na we're in the digital era na, diba? Yeah, you can search for it, you can do it by just clicking, you know, marami ka na makukuhang information, and with that, go explore, live your life, diba?
Yes. Okay, so thank you so much, Mary, for sharing yung ating mga tips, no, sa ating mga students. So, if you're planning to start a business, comment down nyo yan sa ating comment section kung ano yung mga plan nyo na business na i-open, and also if meron kayong mga additional questions na gusto nyo sagutin ni Mary, no, pwede nyo pa rin i-comment yan. Ayan. So, this is a very interesting discussion actually. But, of course, syempre meron pa rin yung iba na they prefer na lang to work. Ayan. So, if you're one of those people na prefer mag-work,
and if naghahanap kayo ng work ngayon,
meron pa rin tayong mga available jobs dyan na nakapost sa Blue Shirt mobile app. So, we're gonna share some. Actually, we have a client na naghahanap ng mga nail technician. Dyan yan sa Saudi Arabia. So, abroad jobs yan. Purchasing assistant sa Quezon City, utility man, Alabang, accounting staff sa Makati yan, and management trainee sa Metro Manila and Quezon City. And of course, yung topic natin ngayon is about coffee, about being a barista. So, meron pa rin tayong mga openings niyan sa isa nating kliyente. Actually, 3 locations yan. Meron tayo sa Legazpi, Albay. We also have sa Taguig and sa Makati. Haya. So, i-check nyo na yan sa Blue Shirt. Would you like to add some, Mary?
So, yeah, since I mentioned na everything is on digital na and one click away. So, to apply, drop nyo lang ang resume nyo sa aming inbox o sa Google Form link na nasa caption and download the Blue Shirt app. Blue Shirt Stronger Together mobile app sa Google Play Store. Feel free also send your resume to hazeld@blueshirt.work. Yeah, and disclaimer lang, ang Blue Shirt ay hindi isang agency or manpower agency. Kami ay isang mobile app at direktang nagko-connecta sa mga blue-collar at skilled workers. Sa mga employer na naghahanap ng mga manggagawa. Kami po ay tulay lamang nila at mga wala sa amin ang desisyon kung matatanggap ang isang tao sa trabaho.
Ayan, take note po doon. So, wag na po tayo mangungulit sa ating FB page nang nagtatanong kung ano na yung kanilang application status.
No to bashing. Spread love.
Yes, let's be respectful and supportive. Ayan, so maraming salamat for tuning in sa ating episode 9 and abangan nyo po ulit ang ating next episode ng Kwentong Blue Shirt Podcast. Bye-bye!
See you!